guys, welcome back to Carefree TV. Our preview of the Arsenal game taking place, I believe, 1:15 this Saturday. Obviously a massive game for both sides, but quickly before I get into it, I want to apologise about no video about the Tel Aviv game. I was at Stamford Bridge. I couldn't be asked to bring my camera and record in the ground. Like, I just wanted, for once just to, enjoy the atmosphere for myself rather than sort of film it. And I was going to make a review, but I decided not to because I knew I'd get back late. And I was actually thinking of doing a fan cam for the Chelsea fans channel because I know a lot of you watch that. I think the majority of my subscribe. I'll be very surprised if anyone watches me and not them. And so I thought maybe if I do a review, if I do a fan cam for them, it will sort of act as a review, if that makes sense. But by the time I reached them, they'd pretty much just finished recording the fan cam. So yeah, sorry for lack of content for that, but hopefully this weekend there will be a little bit more going into the game. I think normally when you face Arsenal you cannot lose, but I think this could potentially be a must-win game. If we want any chance of winning the title, we've got to win this match. As simple as Arsenal are pulling clear of us. City are light years ahead of us. It's getting quite worrying. And while our performances just haven't been there, so we need a massive improvement on that. I think Tel Aviv, while we won 4-0, we've got to remember they were shit. They were absolutely awful. I don't remember us being so comfortable in a game for a long time, and we didn't play that great. There was lots of mistakes in the midfield area. Still weren't shooting enough, and I think it was more of a fact of us playing okay and Tel Aviv being terrible than us playing really, really good and beating them. So I do think we need an improved performance from Wednesday night. However, having said that, the pleasing thing about the Tel Aviv game was the players did look interested again. I think that's the big thing. They did actually look like they cared. The passionate's a bit back in them, which is very, very good going into the game against Arsenal. As far as how I think we'll line up, I believe Begovic will go in goal. Right back, I would play Dave right back because I think he played he did very well right back against Tel Aviv. Bubba Rahman on the left hand side didn't blow me away. I didn't leave the game thinking, wow, what a fantastic player we've signed. But at the same time, he didn't make any mistakes. Well, there was no real mistakes to make. He looked very confident, and the way Ivanovic is playing, Ivanovic doesn't deserve to start. So for me, I'd go Bubba on the left, Dave on the right. Centre back, I would play John Terry. I know Zuma and Cahill played very, very well in midweek, but this is a rival game. This is a London derby. You need the leadership in there, and I think Terry can do that. So I'll play Terry and Cahill. I think Zuma's done okay recently, but for a London derby like this, I think you need the English blood. You need the grit and sort of spirit and sort of the sort of minerals of a Chelsea player. And I think Cahill and Terry will have that. So I'll play them in defence. Centre defence midfield, I'm going to put Nemanja Matic and Loftus-Cheek, because Loftus-Cheek was brilliant against Tel Aviv. There was a very, very clear difference between Loftus-Cheek and everyone else. Loftus-Cheek was clearly a player playing with confidence, playing with form. Everyone else was just playing well because the opposition was shit, if that makes sense. I think Loftus-Cheek actually looked a class act. Subbed off reasonably early as well, which I think around the 70th minute, 75th minute, which could be a sign that Mourinho may actually use him. I think him and Matic in midfield. All Arsenal have really got is Coquelin, who I think is a little bit overrated, but I won't say that too loudly, or the Arsenal Brigade will just come and spam my channel. But yeah, so I'll play Loftus-Cheek and Nemanja Matic. Now this is where it gets a bit interesting because Pedro and Willian are both out. I checked on Sky Sports on my way home from school today. Apparently they are both out, which does give us a bit of a dilemma. But this is how I'm going to really, really be a bit interesting. I'm going to go for a sort of a 4-3-3, if that makes sense. So I'll have sort of Fabregas. I'll have a sort of midfield three of Fabregas, Nemanja Matic, and Loftus-Cheek, and then Oscar on the right. I'm going to try Oscar on the right because I don't think we've really got any other option out there. I'll try Oscar on the right and Hazard on the left. To be honest, Hazard wasn't great against Tel Aviv. Probably took one of the worst penalties I've seen in my life. But like everyone says, there is the potential for him to perform, to do something special. in there. So I'll probably do that, and then I'll play Diego Costa up front. Of course, scored a fantastic goal. But yeah, it's tough with Willian and Pedro both out. There's real unbalance on one of the sides, so it will probably mean someone like Oscar might have to play out position out wide, or actually thinking about it, I reckon Mourinho will probably play Ramirez out on the right because he doesn't like Oscar in these big games for some reason. Fabregas, well, I think he's been probably our worst performer this season. I think he did look alright against Tel Aviv. Plus, with it being Arsenal, I think he might just up his game. He might just up his game because of he has to, because he'll get absolutely slaughtered by Arsenal fans if he doesn't. So I'll sort of go along those lines. I'm not actually got a great idea about team selection this time. I don't really know, don't really know who's fit and who should play. So this is what the comment section is for. You can pick your team down below. I'm still personally undecided. As far as score prediction going into the game, I'm not confident personally. I'm not confident we can get the win. I'm gonna say 1-1, even though I can see Arsenal beating us. I know they got a terrible result in midweek, but that was like their second team they played against them, Zagreb or whoever it was. So I'm gonna say 1-1, sit on the fence pretty much, but I'm not overly confident. I will probably be at the Arsenal game. It's a bit unclear. I'm pretty sure I'm using a season ticket for it, but I might not be. You'll see. You'll be able to. I'll make a video if I go to the game, and if I don't, I'll just do a review straight after. If I do end up going to the game and you see me, say hi. And I'll probably might, if you want me to do another fan cam or something for Chelsea fan channel, because remember, you lot watch that channel. If you want to see me on it more, just tell me down below. Keep the blue flag flying high. Score predictions in the comment section, and I'll see you for a review of this game. Goodbye.